Hey, what's happening, guys? Vega here from SerpentX Special Forces, and obviously I'm going to be talking to you about Sinovate. What is Sinovate? Sinovate is going to be a fork from a coin called SUQA, S-U-Q-A. Now, originally it was timed around May 24th, but I believe they pushed it back due to a couple implementations and situations that they need to resolve. And you can get more information about why the fork was pushed back, but most importantly, the fork is going to be happening coming up here shortly when the SUQA blockchain hits 170. Right now we're at 169.052. Let's update that real quick. All right, 5.3. 4.9, 5.2, so around 5.3, so 169. We're getting close to it. So it's expected to happen on Friday. If you haven't already, you need to update your wallets. It does say it's mandatory here. I've been updating my wallet on a regular, or keeping my eye on the situation, because I am a holder of SUQA, and it's very easy actually. So if you go to the Sinovate website, you can download the wallet. You want to get the latest version. I'm sure maybe there would be another update. I'm not 100% on that, but obviously this is an update that we need to have. They've been doing some tweaks and fixes, not only to the internal infrastructure, but to the testnet, because the testnet has been live for quite some time, because we're now mining X25X. That's the algorithm. So instead of X22I, it's X25X. Here's a couple bits of information. So, you know, like X16R had 16 algorithms, kind of intermesh. This one's going to have 25 instead of 22. There's the RAM usage that you can see compared to X16R, 64, and the original X22I was 256. We now have 1536, trying to make it more ASIC resistant. Which obviously there's a check mark there for FPGA ASIC resistance, quantum resistance for quantum computing, and obviously ongoing development. So the fork that was originally going to happen on May 24, 2019 is no longer going to happen. Instead, the fork is planned for tomorrow, which would be June 1st. Today, no, excuse me, May 31st, not June 1st. June 1st is when pre-orders will begin for AMD 3000 and I believe X570 motherboards, if you're interested in that. But I would recommend waiting for day one reviews, which should be out on June 7th, to kind of compare whether or not you should buy Ryzen 2000 series and a motherboard, or wait till the 3000 series comes out. Personally, I would wait for 3000, but that's a different topic. So if you, and I'll have the Twitter page for Sinovate linked in the description, but you can see their name basically says Sinovate, formerly SUQA. And the planned fork is coming out possibly Friday. The hard fork is coming at block 170, which we're, as I showed you, is getting closer to. Sinovate, in my personal opinion, it could use a little bit more exposure. I'm more or less doing this just to inform you that if you're holding SUQA, there's a couple things you want to do. First thing, upgrade your wallet. Now, to upgrade your wallet, you just download the latest version and extract it to whatever folder you want, right, to get the version related to your device, whether it's Linux, Mac, or Windows. Unzip it, and then you're going to load up the SynQT. You just double click that, and that's going to load up this application, which apparently had an error. Let's see here. See, this is probably why we need to upgrade. This is a previous version, so we're going to abort, and I'm going to download the latest version right now. This is the reason why I check it every day, because I know this fork is coming and we definitely need to upgrade this wallet. So let's see here. If you want to use the upgrade wallet guide, you can. There's a guide for that, but it's very simple. You just extract it to whatever folder you need, or whatever folder you normally have. Usually I just like to do this, copy, because I usually keep all my stuff open. Paste, replace files and destination, open it up, and we should be good. So Sinovate's going to load up. If this is your first time moving over the wallet, because you're going to have to move it over from SUQA to Sinovate, just load up the program. It's going to build its directories and stuff, app data, all that good stuff. And then if you want to know where it's at, it's usually your user folder. So that blockchain is syncing up, but minus the username here, it's going to be whatever drive you have it on, users, usually your C drive. So instead of DC drive, users / your username, app data roaming. It's going to create this SYN folder. And since SUQA is right in here, you can basically go in here, grab or right click copy your wallet data, go to the SYN folder and paste. But don't do that, or excuse me, the wallets folder. So it's in a different directory. You saw that? So it was in the main directory for SUQA, but in SYN, it's going to be in the wallet directory. So you open up SYN, click on wallets, right click, paste. Now you don't want to do that with a program running. Let the program sync up, let it do its thing, close out the program, then copy paste the wallet.data or DAT file over. And all of your SUQA will show up. As you can see here, all my SUQA that I mined originally is on here. Now I don't pause real quick, guys. I'm editing the video and I wanted to mention something. If you had time lock your SUQA and you're worried about losing it, don't worry. So even though my SUQA is locked to June 16th, on that date, that 3657 SUQA that I had time locked is going to come back to my wallet. As you can see, I have a total of 5860, 2200s available, 3657 are locked away. Again, it will come back to you even after the fork has passed and the time lock expires. So the time lock is not going to have an impact on you, and you're not going to lose your SUQA just because you time locked it away before the fork. Just wanted to mention that. It's on here. Now I don't believe you can mine SYN, but it's going to be just a test net. I believe a number of our guys, including Savage Mine, did a video on that. If you want to know more, check them out. But there is a test net available, and here are the pools that are supporting. Yeah, so they're all on a test net right now. So Sinovate, we got gethash.cc, we got rig.tokyo, we got BSOD, blue screen of death.pw, power mining for our Canadian friends, Coin Foundry, ice mining again for our Canadian friends, focus-pool. Usually, and this is just going back to what I always say throughout my videos, usually I look at the mining pool stats.stream to identify which pool I want to jump on. I find a pool that's closer to me here in my location in the US. If you see the world icon, that means they have multiple servers throughout the world, obviously. The flag is this one's Italy, this one's Canada, of course, this one's Ukraine, so on and so forth. So you want to find the pool and use whatever one you're updating your batch file, use the one that's the best server for your location, obviously. But to determine which pool I want to mine on, I want to make sure that my pools aren't over 50% utilization or over 51% utilization. We want to keep the network decentralized. So if this pool had 49% and I was going to bring a significant amount of hash rate, then I might choose the second one or the third one, or so on and so forth. As a miner, it's our responsibility to keep the network and everything decentralized, or to help with that. And that's one of the things you want to look at. But once you choose a pool, you can test it out and test out your system on the new X25X algorithm. But since Friday is just around the corner, I'm going to hold off. My wallet's all synced up. It's pretty much the same GUI or wallet that we've seen. I do like this one. It's a little bit better. It's got a much more, how can I say it, impressive look to it. It's got all our social media icons and everything right there that we can click on. Click on this, go straight to the website. Click on the Discord to go straight to the Discord, Twitter, all that good stuff, which is really neat. So that's built into the wallet. I believe there's also a mobile wallet coming out that they are working on or were testing not too long ago. You can check out their Twitter for more information, because apparently I can't find it. There it is. Yeah, so mobile wallet prototype. Feel free to experience it, Sinovators. And there's the prototype of it. I like a full node wallet, which is what this is. So it takes up space on your hard drive, not much, but it's besides my computer being compromised, it should be relatively secure. It's the best thing besides a cold storage or a hardware wallet. But no more staking. So with SUQA, you can stake or time lock, your SUQA for a duration, any amount of SUQA for a certain duration to earn interest on it. Well, unfortunately, that's gone. However, you can still earn interest with infinity nodes, and that's where the BitcoinTalk thread comes in. So infinity nodes solve the unintended consequences of high inflation and emissions all master node oriented cryptocurrencies are subject to. Infinity node holders earn a minimum of guaranteed of 22% annual ROI only if limit of 540 SIN are locked in Infinity node. Okay. All Infinity nodes have a theoretical shelf life of 12 months, at which point they will be removed from the node count. So basically, if you have at least 500,000 in your Infinity node, that's 5% bonus ROI, and then Big Sin is 1 million, 10% bonus. They also got Shadow Send, provides true financial privacy, so it's a privacy encryption of your transaction, obscuring the origin of your funds. All stored SIN is comprised of different inputs, which can be treated as a separate, discrete coins. Shadow Send uses Sinovate process to mix inputs with default 5 mixing pairs without coins ever leaving your wallet. This ensures controls of the funds is always retained. Something similar that we've seen before with other wallets. Privacy is super important. So we got an algorithm that's stronger than before. We're trying to make sure that we don't let the FPGA and the ASICs take over the network. Staking has changed, so unfortunately it's not just stake whatever amount. You got to run an Infinity node, and there's a VPS guide and setup and configuration, all that stuff also on the Twitter. I think it was more towards the beginning, could be. If I find it, I'll link it in the description below, the guide they were talking about on getting the nodes, the VPS and Infinity nodes set up. But this is a fork where you're not getting paid one-to-one, right? So you're not going to get so much of one coin by holding this coin. It's just a fork, a hard fork for improvement. So they're rebranding, they improved the algorithm, they improved the network, they improved the feature set, the nodes. So it's an upgrade, but don't expect a hard fork to where you get paid out in a specific currency. It has plenty of features, some that we've seen before, right? So the block times average about 2 minutes. Obviously, we got max transactions per second, 533 transactions per second. There's going to be about 2.5 billion SIN after about 20 years out of the total supply, and max block size 16 megabytes. IDS, incorruptible data storage, is a revolutionary private networking mechanism designed to allow users to send encrypted files to one another anonymously with the ultimate goal of achieving unlimited decentralized data transfers and storage. User security is permitted through preservation and resilience from the Bitcoin, Komodo, and Sinovate blockchains. Now, they got a roadmap and everything moving forward. I do hope that they do implement hardware wallets with the ledger. That'd be nice. Komodo annual hard fork election of the updated DPOW notarizations possibly coming up in July, August, and the start of 51% attack protection for Sinovate blockchain. So trying to mitigate any type of attack vectors that one could implement against Sinovate. Really, the marketing team did a pretty decent job in presenting this cryptocurrency. I want to see some real-world use cases, which we should see sometime in the future. As far as the exchanges that they're listed on, there's only a few exchanges that I know of right now. CryptoBridge, I think, going to be one of them, or is one of them. Of course, we got some basic data here. So here's your exchanges that SIN will be supported on. I wouldn't leave your money on those exchanges just in case. I'm not 100% on what's supporting the hard fork or not. So if you already have SUQA on those exchanges and you're expecting to have SIN at the end of the fork, I can't guarantee that. I don't think I have any concrete information. If there is concrete information, please leave it in the comments below. But as far as preparation for this hard fork, again, you're not going to get a 1-to-1. You're not going to get 2-to-1. You're not going to get anything extra out of it, but we're going to get a better algorithm, a stronger, more secure algorithm fighting against FPGAs and ASICs, or to reduce the likelihood that they'll be able to mine or take a good percentage of the network away from the GPU slash miners. We're going to get better features. We're going to lose staking, but staking is going to change or evolve into the infinity node, so to speak. But it looks promising. Check out the white paper. I read it. There's still a couple of key points that I'm communicating or trying to work on, but I'm interested in the project overall. Like I said, I already had some SUQA, and this is just a rebrand of SUQA into Sinovate, obviously with some decent improvements to the overall infrastructure, network, algorithm, wallet, the whole 9 yards. So it looks very promising. Check it out. Follow them on Twitter or hit them up. Check out the information they have. If you have any questions, I would challenge you to speak with them. Join their Discord. Hit them up on Telegram. Message them on Twitter. They're very open. I had a question about staking. They answered it very quickly. It was nice. So all of this information, or at least links to the Twitter, official Twitter, the BitcoinTalk thread. If I can find a guide for the VPS / setting up infinity nodes, I'll have that linked in the description as well. And of course the official website. But that's all the information I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely hit the like button. It does help out the channel. That's one of the things I like about the mining community or the crypto community. We all work together and learn together. I had a promising conversation with Savage Mind the other day. It's always nice to meet others that are similar in certain ways, but bring wonderful characteristics to the environment. So anyways, guys, I'm done. Appreciate you. I'll catch you in the next one.